Hello and welcome back to my walkthrough to Final Fantasy 15. We are here, just almost synchronous there. We are here at Lambeth Haven, and what we're going to do is we're going to take out our chocobos and make our way over down towards the Rock of Ravato. But first of all, as always, we have to do a few collections. We've got some. It seems the elemental deposits for this particular one are
for the ride. Oh, thanks,
relatively spread out. Ooh. Okay, in that case, let's go into our elemency. Okay, what are we going to make? Interesting that they give heal cast the Ulwart berries. Which makes sense, I guess they are relatively rare items. And then we've got some... some Experry casts as well to boost experience. Free casts. Okay, so we'll be able to use this this deposit to help stock up when we make our next two spells as well. I have a weird thing with the consumables. I always have like a desire to keep some. I don't know why, because there's absolutely no point. In most cases, certainly. But there's always a desire to sort of just have something of, especially if it's, you know, things like those beautiful bottles or stuff like that, where you're like, but hypothetically, I might not get another one. When, let's be honest, we definitely will.
Easy now.
Dunno, just something I've noticed. Quests. So we want Sting Your Praises. That's the main one that we're looking at. And then it's Vive's Volcanic Inspiration, and we're going to get some more things as we approach the rock itself. And mineral deposits. I like how they keep it relatively close to the road, so that if you wanted to, you could always pick it up from there.
The color's amazing.
As you can see, the landscape has greatly changed as we now hit the sort of these volcanic wastes. Okay, the chocobo refuses to go there.
The distance disappears on a rainy night.
Can you see what's right in front of us?
More or less.
Imperials above us! Thanks.
Okay, so as we continue,
Better keep up.
okay, so we are. Ah, there we go. I was about to say, where are they? But here we have them. Some Sapphire Tails. They are weak to
Be done with this riffraff.
So, there you see the power of the Ragnarok, which is the weapon that we're currently using. It gives immensely powerful warp strikes.
Onward. Yep.
2.94 miles that way. So, let's take our quest to a more relevant one.
Let's go.
As we keep heading up. Up, up, and away. So as we can see, there is a small settlement here, sort of at the base of the rock. And here there are a few things that we'll find useful.
We're here.
First of all, I need to
Thanks, buddy.
get a few more days on my chocobo. We'll check out. Wonder what this vendor wants for us, or has for us.
Hey, what are you after this time?
Yeah, we've already got the ones that we've bought from here. We already have. So
See you later.
yeah, we get ourselves a nice Oracle Ascension coin as well. The nice thing about the data logs obviously means that you really need to actually, or at least I need to pay attention to some of these areas because we don't know where the data log entries for example, the rock, but also I imagine there's one for this little town as well, and just finding those out.
Stinking hot.
And
Welcome, boys. Looks like you could use a good meal. Of
Okay.
course.
So we're going to
Ask
start
me
off just
anything.
talking. Okay, those are the main things.
What'll it be?
A few things that we can buy here, and we won't worry about just yet, but we
Wanna put
will
your skills to the test?
certainly have a look at the quests.
It's in your hands. This the unlucky bastard?
I think that's a Wyvern. And that's on the Ravatogh trail as well, so Copperocs and Thunderocs.
It's in your hands. Don't get hurt.
I hope he's okay. He seemed to be choking quite badly there. So,
hell of a view. What can I do for you?
as usual, we'll pop in here. We can get
Thank you
something to
kindly.
keep the regalia clean. And a few other things. We can finally buy, I think, the final iron shelf recipe.
Come again.
That's it.
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe. I could taste test for you.
Ravatogh.
So let's...
Proper mountain.
So they're saying Ravatogh. Who knows which it is? Okay, let's just quickly see if... Yeah, there you go. Iron Shelf. Okay, we're missing Iron Shelf recipes 5, but we now have 6, which is good. Okay, I think the only other thing to do here then, if we can't see the sort of instructions, is head over here and talk to Sanya.
Hey there. So by now you must have gotten used to the field work. I think it's time you graduated from frogs. It'll mean more work, of course, but then you'll be exposed to more modes of life. Well worth the effort, I think.
So as we see, she would like us to take on a Wyvern, just as we have taken on a Wyvern
Have
quest.
a look at this, Noct.
What about it?
Get some warm inners.
Never seen a geyser before.
Then let's go see.
Okay, so let's have a look at our quests. So that one's on the way back. As is that one. So I think as we make our way back to the car, eventually, we'll take on those two. But we can definitely do the Verinas Mart under threat, which should also be Sanya's quest.
Huh? Easy now.
I don't know if there's a specific way you can get the geysers to
We're going.
On my way.
to blow. So Wyverns are these guys over here, relatively sort of small, largely
Thanks for the ride.
sort of grounded, like dragon type enemies. Weak to guns, shields, and ice.
We'll meet again. Hit it! Roger.
Here goes. Okay.
Oh! Hey! Say goodnight. So that's the thing, son.
Man, was that a good cross team or what?
A job well done, indeed.
It's all you.
Roger.
Never fear. Prompto's here.
Okay, so we'll use Ignis here to take advantage of the elemental weakness.
You're on fire today.
What can I say?
There we go, lovely.
That was a rather tiring endeavor.
Okay, and now again, we'll go back to this one.
Let's
Those Wyverns are a pretty good source of XP. Don't quite remember the full details, but I do remember that I think certainly at early stages of the game, or I've seen people use that little battle there as a chance to do some minor grinding. But anyway, we are going to make our way forwards and start the climb. It's a long, grueling one, but it is going to be worth it. It's also the sort of thing that we will want to do
Evening already? Time flies
twice.
when you're having fun.
As with most of the dungeons, you will go to them
hunt is
twice.
No wonder you're a nice guy.
Prince of Pain.
There you go. See, the Ragnarok is pretty OP. As we make our way up and up and up.
Well, it's an uphill climb.
Looks pretty insurmountable to me.
That's where you're wrong, Protégé.
Just think about what's waiting at the top.
Let me guess. One aching back and two very sore feet.
Like you couldn't use some meat on those legs of yours.
They work for me.
Okay, here we have it, the Rock of Ravato. And so if you actually have a look at this quest, it's only level 30. So the interesting that the Vive's quest is level 20 and this one's level 30, but you essentially do complete them both at the same time.
This thing I need now.
Goodbye. And you've got enemies that are weak to
And on we go. Right.
to short swords. The Ragnarok is truly brutal at dealing with them.
A little out of our comfort zone.
Why do I ever leave my car seat?
Okay, and we've got some Spiricorns fighting Asa. Fighting some Sapphirtails. Which is quite interesting.
This way or that way?
Oh, your call, Mart.
Get back! Get lost! Thought you'd never ask. You like that? Solid.
Outstanding.
Yep.
Pronto, you're up.
Oh, hi there, opening.
Nice one, Pronto. None the worse for wear. Bring on the next one.
Okay, so we get a split path here. From what I remember, we can't actually make too much progress down this route. Yeah, you can see a large...
Yeah! We reached the end.
Nice try. Let's double back and go the other way.
as you see. But that is a way that we can come down, from what I remember. They're not so cruel as to have you climb all the way up to the top and then have no way of getting back down.
Did we hit the top? Feeling past my peak.
I'm afraid you've still got a ways to go.
Just a ways. I think he's got a long way to go.
That's it!
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it.
Okay, so we get some Katia ginger up here on the mountainside. And now we've got...
Killer climb, dude.
It's killing me. Feeling a steep pain. One false step and you won't feel anything ever again.
Okay. I think there's something for us over here. So it seems like my stamina is acting a little weird for this one. Oh no, okay, you can still do stamina refreshes, those.
I think my legs are gonna give. Don't even want to think about how sore I'm gonna be tomorrow.
This is all for your picture, Prompto. So we can already see the sun setting over the mountains in the background. I don't know whether there are a considerable number of like whether you start seeing more demons.
With the heat. As we climb, so does the temperature.
I'm no geologist, but I'm pretty sure this is a volcano. Hey, what are the chances of it erupting while we're here?
Right side, you won't suffer long if it does.
Thanks for that, Gladiator. More angry wildlife.
Watch yourself, Nock. I know. Fire today.
Okay.
Onward.
Right.
Okay, so we get ourselves an Oracle Ascension coin as we continue our climb. So naturally here we can see the lava. Step on it and you will, or getting close to it, and you will suffer sort of like a relatively gentle loss of health over time. As we get ourselves a tiny feather. And we'll just continue to make our way up the...
Nox. Solid. Choose the one that's not a dead end. Easier said than done.
Okay, so we get ourselves a magic flask. That is really cool. Clearly, very useful item to find around here. Okay. So let us now see what happens if we... So down the hill is where we've come from, and then we've got up the hill here.
We'd best make haste through the hot spots.
Any more of this, and I'll melt.
Okay, I get some silver dust. Okay, so we see some Thunderocs. These are the enemies that we'll be seeing in the hunt as well.
Nothing to it. All in a day's work.
Okay. So this looks like it's heading towards a haven. Let's see if there's not a ways forward. Because this also might be what Vive is looking.
How about shooting this?
Oh, this lighting's no good. Maybe not. That looks like lava, so we definitely don't want to go down there. And this road won't take us any further.
Seen all there is to see here.
And then we take a shot from here.
Okay, so that's what we need to be for Vive. So we need to get to the haven and stay the night there. But the path this way doesn't look quite as...
I'm burning.
been here.
That I'm sweating buckets.
Out of the frying pan.
And into the volcano.
Okay, so that sort of matches up with where we've been, I think.
Hey, Pronto! Stay up your feet!
Sorry about that. Ready, guys? Oh, yeah. Was that perfect or what?
I'll give you that.
I did want to finish off with an Armega chain there, so it's nice to nail that time. Okay, so I don't think we would have missed anything. No, yeah, we haven't. Definitely just where we were. But that's a nice shortcut back up to the top that we use when we need it.
Time to face the cliff head on.
By face, you don't mean climb.
You got a better way up the rock.
Okay, so some small climbing efforts. A lot of climbing efforts. So hopefully the haven isn't too far beyond here. Although at this rate, the clock is winding down quite quickly. So as we can see, the enemies around here, generally around level 30. You've got Wyverns, you've got these Thunderoc, and the Sapphire Tails, so the sort of scorpion type enemies. Nothing too dangerous. If you're significantly prepared. I think even if you've bought like an ice brand.
This place is practically begging to be camped on.
Halt our hike a moment.
So yeah, if you've got an ice brand from one of the various vendors, like the weapons vendors, then you could definitely clear through a lot of this, given that the enemies are weak to, we're seeing a lot of enemies weak to ice and weak to the short swords. Okay, so that doesn't seem to increase the potency at all, but it does increase poison level.
Ah.
Okay. Use up the rest of our deposits. And what do we want to make? A nice quad cast spell. Imagine there has to be a fire one, but it may well just be slightly further on. So we've got Owlis Haven here. Yeah.
Wait, are we seriously sleeping here?
You see a better place?
Why not? Okay, I think last time we got something that was reducing burn. Last stand. Interesting. Plus 200 to attack and magic, but lowers HP by a lot. So last time we got the green curry soup. This one we have no Sigillian crab. Poison proof. Frost proof. I think we'll go for this one. As it increases your resistance to most ailments. So, 3 mushroom kebabs. Let's get a big old boost to HP, especially for Prompto.
Perfect timing.
Hey, this one's pretty good.
The guys in the midst of
I think
the
it too. Now that's what I call a good shot.
the volcano. That would be really cool if I had any idea what was going on.
Striking a pose.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, the first thing we need to do is
Just about awake.
head back down the mountain.
Wow. This is like a real life RPG. You rang?
So I think there's still a Thunderoc there, but we can obviously get it on the way down as well. But we've got to head up to that big lava cave.
Where'd you learn that one, Noct?
You said it. Nothing to it.
Yeah, these enemies are just so... they don't have the HP to cope with my... with my heavy. And you can see now, actually, that the I'm no longer getting the status ailment because I'm walking, even though I'm walking on the...
let me get this shot.
even though I'm walking on
Okay.
the lava,
We got what we needed.
which is pretty cool.
Hell of a view.
So yeah, we're no longer getting the bad status element from it, which is pretty cool. Again, it wasn't really affecting us that much, but it's good to know that that's the sort of, you know, that's what you can do with the food system.
No room for error.
Knocked rules!
No big deal.
Okay, good. So we finished that up, which means now we can
Yep.
climb. So we've got to climb back up. And then I think we're not too far from the summit. Or at least what counts as the summit. I don't think we're massively far away. Which is always good. And then we'll be able to grab our next set of quests. Be able to finish up a fair few quests from there. Okay.
Hold up. Down there. What is that?
That, I believe, is the nest of a zoo.
Watch your step, kids.
No room for slip-ups, Knocked.
I'm not the clumsy one.
So that's where we're headed. We're headed just down into that large bowl area. As we see some killer wasps.
Stop Knocked.
What can I say? Nothing personal.
Come on, you were definitely dead.
Here we are.
Say your prayers.
Falling together now.
How about this?
That's what I call teamwork.
Claudio, do it!
All business.
None the worse for wear.
Was that Ignis all business? Okay, so another little battle. We've got some more bees around here, or wasps.
Pull it together, champ.
I know.
Here I am.
If they can poison us, it's a good thing that we've got our useful food, which is preventing them from being able to poison us, which is always nice. And so,
Nowhere left to climb. Should we check out the area below?
I'm down if you are.
here we go. Here is our nest. Our zoo nest. Oh, that's annoying. Apparently I can't do the perfect cup, because apparently we needed to gather intel about the area. Even though I did do that. That is very annoying. I mean, technically, obviously, we hadn't actually had that discussion, but it's rather frustrating. I was hoping to get as many quests as possible. Obviously, we will be returning. We'll return in Chapter 15. There's a hunt that takes place atop here. And indeed, that hunt actually has some valuable loot to be obtained from defeating the enemy. But obviously, making the trip all the way up to all the way up here and back again is not the most ideal strategy each time. Okay, so the map. So yeah, we've got this big, massive area.
Out, man.
There seems to be two little ways. There's that heading down. And then we also had the pathway just over there. Which we probably should have a look at. Okay, a little pathway. Nooked away here on the rock. And look what it is.
You might want to see this.
Score! It's all about that treasure.
Of all the places to sneak away a royal tomb, it just so happens that you have the Tomb of the Fierce up here. Now, it should be obvious, or at least because we haven't found any, there is not a secondary dungeon beyond this. So, there we grab it. We get the, see what it's called, the Mace of the Fierce. Oh. And we complete the quest, the Rock of Ravato. And yeah, so as I was saying, there isn't a secondary dungeon from here. In plenty of the other ones we've seen, so Copperoc, the Glacial Greyshire Grotto, Stalith, we found that sort of a second door which we couldn't open, which, spoilers, which we will use to unlock a big, a long sequence of optional dungeons right at the end of the game. But this is an area which doesn't have one of those. I think there's only 6 in total, maybe 8 of those big dungeons, those extra dungeons, and so we had the same thing in I think Malmalam doesn't have one as well. So the Malmalam Thicket doesn't have another dungeon associated with it. But anyway, so unfortunately we can't. Gladio doesn't allow us to just nab an egg from up there now, so we'll have to grab that on the way back next time. And what we can do here is enjoy the slide.
That was terrifying.
But the worst is behind us.
So we can see there, 3.72. I guess that's even in...
You know, this view might be worth the climb.
Wouldn't go that far.
So that's not even in... That's not even in... Like, near Ravatogh. That's miles away. That's in... That's all the way back in... Lestolum. That's frustrating, but there we go. Mistakes made. We won't do it again.
I'm going all out.
Just don't get too carried away.
Sure want to talk.
There we go. Piercer is finally fully leveled up. Sorry guys, I'm just so much of a boss that I just killed 2 Saphatails in one hit.
Really?
There we go.
No wonder you're a nice guy.
Okay, so that is the Rock of Ravatogh dungeon completed. Unfortunately, not all of our missions from here are done, but that's just something we'll have to deal with. Bit of a pain, but there we go. Instead we get to see again the beautiful sunset here. Can't yet call for chocobos. Or there. Ah, my chocobo waited. What a cutie.
I know I won't miss that place one bit.
Hello. Who's a good chocobo?
Easy now.
You're a great chocobo. How loyal. Okay, so we'll return to the Verinas Mart in Ravatogh and hand back the quest for Sanya as well. And then we'll start heading back to the car. A set of Delta daggers. Do we have one of those? Yes, we do. Weirdly enough. Again, just more Thunderocs, it seems.
Thanks for the ride.
Nice riding with you.
Okay, hand this back in.
Oh, yes. This specimen is absolutely perfect. Nary a flaw. You deserve a prize.
Indeed we do. And a good chunk of experience is our prize. Alongside an Earth Pendant.
How are you?
Okay,
Mind helping me with some shopping, Prompto?
Not at all.
so we could obviously drop in, and given the time,
Ah, welcome back. Good to see you're none the worse for the wear.
we're just going to grab a meal here.
You boys hungry?
Interesting. Oh no, I was about to say, maybe it didn't offer it later time. Let's get the tender bird fritters.
It'll be ready in just a tick.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Okay,
Come
no
again.
recipe from there, but that's okay. Our next aim is to
Let's go.
head over to our next couple of quests. See, I swear that... I guess that's just changed, but anyway. We're now looking at this one and this one. I'm hoping that they're available all times, actually. All times and only daytime. But we think that's got the haven relatively close, and we can just wait at the haven for a little bit.
Ignis, we're going.
On my way.
Okay, soldier wasps. Weak to polearms and daggers and ice. Level 37 and level 33.
Ready for this? Let's go.
Roger.
Here goes.
It's all you, Prompto.
Time for a Prompto special.
Another cost chain complete.
Seriously, Iggy.
Husband says, clean your glasses.
Capital idea, not.
Knocked. Get a move on.
So that's that. Personal.
Never knew what hit him. One shot.
Biggie, look out. Thumbs it.
Okay, there we go. Took a bit more time than I was expecting that one, but always worth remembering that the that obviously the
This should tide us over for quite some time.
those versions of
Easy, big spender.
Frugality, please.
these versions of the enemies are always tougher than the ones you just see on the
Magitech edge.
in the wild.
Close.
Thanks for the ride.
Nice riding with you.
Easy now.
So obviously our quarry at this point are not going to arrive because it is a daytime only quest.
You okay? You want to take a break?
I'm fine.
Come on. Break time. Break time.
So let us just quickly pop back to our haven.
Thanks, buddy.
And we can just wait till morning
Let's go.
and then head back. The short distance that we have. And then it will be about making steps forwards, heading back towards Older Stolum, certainly. I may well choose to sort of like stop off either at, and these aren't really along the way, but as in take sort of like fast travels to Hammerhead
We're in.
or to Withers, just to sort of just to tidy off some remaining not really tidy off, but more to change like the car and things like that.
Get by.
Ready.
Damn it.
Never fear. Opto's here. Time to cut and run. Say your prayers. You're done for.
Let's go, fellas.
Oh yeah.
Ready! I think we're in for a fight.
Got more than we bargained for.
Okay, so
Watch yourself, knocked.
I know.
Bastards will fly.
Gladio, do it.
No quarter.
okay, Dawnhammer also leveled up there, which is good.
Nice work, Gladio.
Yep.
Nothing goes.
My hands are getting a little clammy.
Do it, Prompto.
Okie dokie.
Lovely. Okay, that's one of the Copperocs.
Nothing does, you.
Blimey.
No quarter. Try this other time.
The Empire sent reinforcements.
Gotcha. There we go.
Home stretch.
Okay, so Trigger Happy is immensely helpful with those.
Last thing I need now.
Eyes peeled, mouth.
Wait as well.
Well, here we are.
Prompto! Wake up!
Yes, sir.
That was close.
Must say, I'm amazed.
What can I say?
That goes for myself.
Sure.
Okay. Lovely. Eventually got through everything there. Okay, so let's just check our map. So we've got the car here. In terms of quests, we've got to return Vives and Stinger praises. We've got this one, Power to the Pylons 3. And then I think the main thing is just getting
Sounds like you're
to
having fun.
getting over to Old Lostolum and talking with Dave. Okay, so It's another road sign. Oh no, this is just Lambeth again. I reckon.
beautiful day.
Indeed.
Thanks for the ride.
Nice ride. With you.
No roads, no rules.
And no one to hold us back.
No,
Okay, so we've got to find the pylon in question. That seems to suggest it's going to be down here. Although there is a ladder here.
Sure, it'll be a hell of a view.
So, another bit of climbing we have to do. Okay, and then I think we have to check this. Yep.
Ah, so you must be the problem. Well, guess we'll let Holly know about this.
Just what are you up to?
Okay, so we've completed that, and we should be able to head over to Old Lestolum now.
Can't believe she checks those pylons herself.
It's dangerous work. Made more so with all the monsters about.
but it's nothing for the likes of Holly. She does everything.
Yeah, and you know you've got a serious row on your hands if it takes her to quiet things. Whoa! Where do you think you're going?
Okay, so I was thinking I might want to do some fishing at that fishing spot that we discovered last time we were sort of driving around here. The one that's just here at Rakshia Bridge. But obviously we will first of all head over to Dave.
All right!
Okay, I did not realize that there was a big jump metric with the regalia. I guess kind of makes sense with the destruction that could be caused with this vehicle.
Hey, want to hit up the crow's nest?
If you wish to put on weight, certainly.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so over here we should have, yep, we have Dave.
Howdy, boys. If y'all happen to stumble across another tag out there in the field, do me a favor and bring it my way.
So we've got a Backwoods Burial. Look, for yet another dog tag.
Y'all are looking well.
And I think that this one is actually relatively nearby. Again, only level 20, and yeah, so as you can see, sort of just a little north of here. So I think we will head round, fish.
Ready to leave the road behind?
Born ready.
And then make progress from there.
Our car's supposed to do this!
Go off in a stuck. Not quite. Close. Go on, you can do it.
This is awesome!
Oh, new record with the big jump.
Everybody out.
Noctis doing his bit to park in the least helpful position for anyone. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna head down to here, do some fishing, then we'll do this Dave quest. And then we might finish by sort of heading over to, like I said, heading over to Hammerhead and asking some questions with Cindy.
There.
Okay, so we have Tabby here. And we have a new.
Thank you.
She sounds incredibly bored.
See you next time.
Yep. I guess we will. That was just the most sleepy sounding. But as we see here, we have a little fishing spot. And we've got some
The line is wearing thin.
food fish and some not food fish as well, which is nice.
Focus!
I don't think I needed to focus too much for that one. G'day, chipped bluegill. So they were talking about the Galatea in comparison to the Acubens, but we've still got the Avior, which is the best one of the lot, and the Dragon Drain. So our equipment's sort of maxed out, it's just bringing it all together. Come on. eventually.
Don't let up.
There we go. Nice and quick again.
You did good.
Noct, you can show a bit of emotion, you know?
Okay, some Ulster Bass.
Focus! Goodness.
Oh, a bit bigger this one. But nothing too difficult for us.
Nice.
Okay, something new. A zipper barramundi, and doing so gets
About
us a
time for a new line,
recipe
ain't it?
too. Okay, so does that mean...
You almost got him. Don't let up.
Last one.
Don't know what you're saying. Another bluegill.
Focus! Oh, we got a big one.
Oh, it's nothing that dramatic.
Noct, you can show a bit of emotion, you know?
Another zipper barramundi.
Can't you hook something like boss level?
What? Can't you catch us something bigger?
Talk about backseat fishing.
You almost got him.
What the hell was that?
Okay, might have to change my line now.
Nice.
As we continue to pick up the zipper
We
barramundi,
spool the line before it's too late.
and ooh, it's always nice.
Yes.
Goodness.
Okay, this is a bit tougher. Don't know if it's just another barramundi or not, but
Oh.
yeah. So I don't know whether they are the gold circles around here yet, really, or not.
We could save it for another day. No need to force it.
Yeah.
Like, go to bed, Noctis. Stop making us watch you fish. That doesn't look like a barramundi.
Here we go.
You're fishing up a storm.
This is a new one. Wow. Check it out.
Oh no, it's just a big zipper barramundi.
Massive!
Look at the size of that thing.
Okay, so if that's that...
Time to move up from Little League, don't you think?
Talk about backseat fishing.
I don't know if the blue ones are just the chipped blue girls or not.
Oh, you're on fire!
You did good.
Ah, Pale Dace. Nice. Something new.
Not feeling ambitious?
I was hoping to see something epic. A mortal struggle between man and fish.
What? Can't you catch us something bigger?
Talk about backseat fishing.
That might be another Dace.
At this rate, we're gonna fish this place dry.
Nice.
Wennath Dace. Okay, two different Dace. Yeah. Okay, I think this will be my last fish.
Beginner's luck? You've improved.
Okay, good. Got a good amount there. So, let's now...
Easy now. Time to go.
Quickly, Prompto.
There in a jiffy! Huh? Hi.
Yeah, we can always tow the regalia to us, should we need to.
Sleepy.
It is about that time.
Nice riding with you.
Okay.
On your guard.
We got company.
Let's do it, mister.
Yeah.
Did I somehow just take down three of them in one hit?
Nothing to it.
That used to be a nice way of earning quick AP, would be that you would you could use the Beast Whistle to just continually summon in enemies, and you would just use something powerful like the
To see that it's returned home.
like the Ragnarok and its ability to have a much increased damage to its warp strike. So you could use that and then just wreck shop, pretty much.
Nice here.
Yeah.
Nice riding with you.
Here we go!
Seatbelts, everyone.
Like, Jacobos, make sure you get out of the way. Dave's actually on the other side of this bridge.
Our car's supposed to do this!
This could be a good spot for a jump. Try not to jump in the river.
This is awesome!
I've jumped in the river. Or at least down here. Just some shield shears. 44 of those. Many times. Okay, so I think we should also get a second quest from Dave as well, if we are able to sort of park up around here.
Everybody out.
Hey, who's up for a bite?
Okay, so let's have a quick chat.
Good work, boys. This tag ought to give the family of the fallen some small measure of peace.
We'll just wander away, see if the guys have anything to say. Doesn't look like it. In which case...
Howdy, boys. Say, if you can take a little time out, would you mind helping me track down some more tags?
So, washed away. This one is located, I believe, sort of around this area, sort of up towards Calatane's Plunge. So, let's just check. Okay, not quite. No, actually a bit further on, sort of north. Sort of pretty much bang around the area where we had, I think it was Van Interrupted, where we had our first mission with Navith. That sort of thing. We'll be doing that in the next episode, because the plan is in the next episode to head north to the Vesper Pool and to take on the Merlewood dungeon as the final dungeon that we're going to do before moving on. You can see that Sanya has now moved over. She's now up at Meldasio Hunter HQ. So let's us go. So just do a quick little fast travel. And then actually what we might be able to do, rather than I'm just thinking that what we might be able to do rather than wait is we could actually drop into Lestolum on the way sort of towards that quest. Drop in on Lestolum and hand in some quests. And that should hopefully then take us up to about 2 hours, which is, again, the about the length I'm looking for these sort of episodes. we've been sort of keeping it relatively consistent. It would be nice to sort of maintain that as we continue onwards. And yeah, and then we'll be really looking at continuing with the main story and actually finally getting off this continent and moving into the next area.
Great range of wares here.
Have some very interesting things coming up in the next few chapters. Some big story movement. Okay.
Well, ain't you a lucky one? I've got just the thing.
So, we want to customize.
What are y'all after today? What are you fixing to upgrade?
Increases damage when colliding with enemies. That's cool. So obviously that one we got from doing the Duskayan driving challenge. That one we got from the Ravato Mart. And now...
What coat do you fancy?
Okay, we're getting to a point where we almost can afford most of these. Okay, so far we will have had... Did we have a crimson one? We must have done. Just thinking of the cheap colours. We'll have had ivory, we'll have had the deep sea blue. And I imagine crimson, so is there some interesting ones that we could throw on here? Let's go for a yellow.
Anything in mind for the interior?
As we continue to work our way down the interiors.
How do you want the wheels?
Obviously, these wheels don't look like they're changing colour because of that we're using the
Well, here's what I can do for her. How about the decals?
That looks kind of like a police car.
Anything you like?
Do you have any
How about the
cool
decals?
ones that look good with
Anything
the yellow?
you like? How about the decals?
Yeah, I like the yellow on that, actually.
How's this? Y'all leave the hard work to me. She's all ready for you. Have a look.
The other thing I just want to check on the map. Where is the Clane race? If there even is one. I imagine there would be. Because, yeah, the Duskayan Motor Challenge there. There's one up here, up by the Vesper Pool. Okay, so we'll keep the current regalia, so we'll keep it as the Type D, but we will also just...
So, y'all keeping at it?
We'll just service
She's a right mess. Well, just leave her to me. Y'all just leave her to me. And this goes there. There. Good as new.
Okay, there we go. So, now...
Ready to leave the road behind?
Born ready.
let us now go on a quick... quick little drive back.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
So, just want to check some things. I can't get to the... Okay, try not to drive so much like a hooligan. So it should just be a case now.
More demons.
That time already?
I'm not in the mood for these horror film rejects.
Drive through the Iron Giants. The nice thing about having the Type D as well is obviously that because we can drive off-road, we can largely avoid battles with demons and the like. We know where the biggest jump's going to be, if you can get on top of those arches. Which I am almost 100% sure you can.
Oh, yeah!
Something tells me these might not be the ones that allow you up. To remember from my last bit when I was saying that we could just tow it back. I need to remember that you can't just tow this regalia back. Okay, go on. This was largely a mistake. But maybe it's on this side of the arches that we can join them. The camera is quite hilariously bad, I will say. Didn't really see myself getting on top of that quite yet. At least from that angle. That's possible. We're just gonna see. Again, I know that you can get onto some of the arches, but I have no idea which. So we might be completely barking up the wrong tree. Or it might actually be this. Go on, get up there. Okay. If there is a path up, it's not worth the hassle. So let's just get going. Let's just get going. Get out of my way. Oh. So that did actually kill. That's interesting. Death by car.
Our car's supposed to do this!
Fortunately, the paths across the giant hole in the ground are very small and, are few and far between, so we won't be able to make a big jump over there, I think. Unless we really wanted to. We'll just probably straight up die. Straight up get a game over, which is pretty rare in this game. It's quite difficult to get a game over, but I think that would be a way of doing it. Obviously the natural way of overtaking there. Okay, so getting back into Lostolum and then handing in some quests, I think, is our next course of action, I think. And that should be pretty much enough. Spent enough time messing about with the regalia. We took our beautiful car and we've already wrecked it, which is, I'm sure, exactly what Cindy would have wanted. Okay, so we'll park up, hand in some quests, start some new ones. I think we'll get... Vive will definitely have a quest for us. I think Holly may even have a quest for us as well. I can't quite remember.
Hey, wanna hit up the crow's nest?
If you wish to put on weight, certainly.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so... Sup, man?
You're back. And alive. Did you get it?
The photo? Yeah, we got what you wanted.
Come on. Okay, so these self-made pictures, a lot of these, I mean, that's a nice one. But obviously a few of these are just from, a lot of them are from, for example, the Assassin's Creed Festival or from the Chocomogle Carnival Festival. And so we'll keep them, but... Yeah, it's this fireworks show at the end of the Chocomogle Carnival, which they really encourage you to take loads of pictures of, and it's obviously doing so takes up space. But anyway.
Ah, now this is something special. Lighting, framing, everything perfect, despite the hazards. You've got the right stuff. You're more than worthy of your title, Prince Noctis.
What? I'm no prince.
Hey, I was planning on making extra cash by selling info to the Empire about a certain royal heir.
Hey,
Well, when I saw your photos, well, I changed my mind. Here, take this. A token of my appreciation. I hope it'll prove of some value to you on your journey.
Okay, interesting. Vive. Giving us a lot of money, 15,000 gil. Anything to be said of that? Seems like no. That's me. Do apologize.
Hey, Prince Noctis.
what? You want more photos?
You know I do, but this time, I want a photo of your hometown.
You mean the Crown City?
That's right. My readers are demanding it. But if anyone's gonna take it, it has to be you. You can do it or not, it's up to you. But I just need the one shot from outside the city.
Okay, so that one obviously is going to take us back to back to the hill.
This next picture is gonna be the best yet.
You're pretty sure of yourself.
You bet I am.
That one, that hill that we sort of reached in chapter 2, way back when. Anyway, let us check some things out.
Hello.
So we'll also hand in some hunts.
Impressive work out there. You're a godsend.
We might also just check if there's any...
Would you like something to eat? You'd help call pests? You'll take on the job? Wonderful.
Okay, so there's a hunt actually inside the EXINERIS power plant. So we can do that one as well. We want
My knowledge may be somewhat limited.
There you go. Quest destination all the way over there.
Stay safe.
I'm just wondering. Huh. That's pretty cool. A pain in the sense that once we get there, we are really, truly isolated from everywhere else. And the only way back will be by Chocobo. Although I could then return to the car. Screw it. I said that I was going to complete these quests in Lestallum. Complete these quests around the Rock of Ravatogh, and that's what we're going to do. We can return to the car, and then hopefully do some things with... Obviously, returning to the car will require me to exit the dungeon, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then it'll be the case of, potentially returning. If we can do the EXINERIS quest, the EXINERIS hunt. Although equally, we could save that for
Everything in order?
for seeing Holly.
Yep. Right behind you.
Made it.
And I mean, this doesn't stop the fact that we will want to return up the Rock of Ravatogh at some point, at a later point. Specifically to fight the zoo up here.
Wow! This is like a real-life RPG.
Because you're fighting...
How about this?
Laddie up. Sorry to break this up.
Oh yeah.
Try this on for size.
I'd say we should hopefully be able to just zip by them. Drop
Our
in.
goal is to get the egg and escape. Speed is imperative.
Mama bird won't leave the nest unattended for long. I say, we take back the biggest one.
We can't carry that thing.
Something portable, perhaps?
Okay, so we
Sure
get...
hope we don't have an accident on our way back.
You break the egg, I break you.
And you know what? I believe in him. I believe he would. Okay, we can just return to entrance from here. And then from here, we can return to car. And if there is a... potentially what we can do is that if there is a haven inside the Merlewood, then we might be able to eat it there. Otherwise, it's the sort of thing that we could complete... I wonder whether the experience you get from it counts before or afterwards. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We'll just get back to Lestolum. There we go. It's even dark, so let's... We have time. We can help Holly out and also complete the request.
Another nip base is cropped up.
Frickin' eyesores. Okay, so we'll hand in this one. I think it's the final quest for this guy.
This, right? That's the stuff. Thanks. Take a look at our wares.
Okay, so we've got a rune saber and a flame tongue. We've got a claymore and a hard edge, a rapier lance, some mithril knives, a mithril pistol. So these are the weapons that...
Hey, come again.
the weapons that Ijime was looking for in order to upgrade that we found in the last episode. So worth me buying those at some point. Okay, there's Holly.
Welcome back. So, you check things out?
Yeah, and we fixed the problem.
Seriously? Thanks. I guess that means I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, we found a damaged pylon.
Thought so. Thanks for the help. I can take care of the problem now that I know where it is. We can't afford to lose our power. Without it, we couldn't keep the lights on and the town safe at night. Thanks again. This is for you.
There we go, another little set of experience. And another good chunk of gil. And Holly does have another quest for us.
I'm guessing she managed to stop the fight.
She's got a quiet sort of strength. Not the sort to throw her back at the mere mention of demons.
Nobody's perfect.
Hey, Hunter. How are things with you?
Better than with you, it looks like.
That obvious? Well, company asked me to check on all the lights. Our regular hunters are booked on other jobs, so the company picked me. Promised extra danger pay.
Said you were the girl for the job, right?
Thing is, it's too far to get there and back in a day, and I can't stand demons. But I said yes, damn it. Now it's my responsibility.
We can go for you.
Huh, you can? I don't want anyone thinking I'm shirking my duties. But who am I kidding? It's beyond me. So, yeah, would you help me out?
I think that is actually on our way too. I have a feeling that the souvenir emporium
She'll take any job they throw at her.
is
If you're the only person someone can turn to, what else do you do?
The equipment to be inspected is outside of town. Hardly safe for civilians.
A job for hunters, in other words.
yeah, because I felt like that is I think that's the one that's on its way to the to the Glacial Grotto, i.e. exactly where we're going next, which would be very useful.
How are we?
Getting by.
Never fear. Protos.
Hey, Ignis, instructions!
It's all we've got! Stop bitching, start killing!
One shot.
Proto!
Okay.
Everything cool? No problems here. Sorry! It's close.
Hey, big guy!
I'm on it. Sorry to break this up.
Got much life left in it.
Let's finish this.
Show no mercy.
Gladly.
Would have liked to wrap that up more quickly.
Good work, fellas. We tied that one up nice and quick, and that puts us in good stead. So I think we will call this episode to an end, and we can look at the in the next episode. We will, as I say, so let's just quickly survey what we'll be doing next episode. So we'll be heading over to the Burbos Souvenir Emporium to do Holding Back the Dark. We will also do Rainstorm Duel Poison Frog of Wennath. We'll do Acquit No Evil. And we will do Washed Away. So all of those are all available to us. We'll then head north. Head up here. We will. This is Navith quest, so we'll want to stay at a haven to get the thing that improves our line strength, because that could be a difficult fishing encounter. We will hopefully complete the Merlewood dungeon and complete this quest. We've got also up here. We've got Savior of the Species, so the Wiz quest. And then depending on time, we've got the Clane race over here. And then we've also got to head over to Maldasio Hunter HQ, which is this section. And if we, and then we can actually start working our way back down this way, down Palareth paths, back down into Lostolum. And that should put us in pretty good stead for pretty much everything that we need to get done. So it might be a long one. It might be too long even. But I think that's going to be it. So, I think what I will do in the meantime, let's just say screw it. Big thing is there a... There's a caravan there, so we're going to stay there. Made my decision. I like finishing the days off with a... I like finishing episodes off either with, like, you know, completing a dungeon or, you know, completing a chapter in the story, or in this case, actually staying at a lodgings and sort of wrapping things up. And that's a lodgings that I don't think we will have stayed at, or will have had excuses to stay at, so might as well. I don't think there's...
No rules, and no one to hold us back.
Don't think there's anything particularly of interest in our way as well. We'll be able to hand in help needed in EXINERIS in Maldasio Hunter HQ, because I think we'll be able to get some requests there as well. And then, yeah, it will just be a case of... Should be getting pretty close to being done, and all that'll be next is then to head to Kayam and head off to Ortisha. And depending on how well we work next episode, my initial plan had been to finish off in sort of like one episode, but if we find that it's going to take a bit extra time, then what we can always do is finish an episode, like take two episodes, and the second episode sort of finish with us arriving in Ortisha. As opposed to starting an episode leaving from Kayam, for example. But I mean, both would work quite well. Oh, it's a Tonberry. Cute. Tomberries are great. Obviously dangerous foes, but they are really cool little enemies. Okay, so we need to come up here, and then we need to turn left. Oh, bugger off. Bye bye. That was just 2 iron giants. Couple of cute tomberries.
Maybe it's for cooking?
Don't bet on it.
Maybe the knife's for cooking, he says. For someone who knows the Final Fantasy, you know, jingle and all that stuff, you should really know how dangerous tomberries can be.
Hey, who's up for a bite?
Okay, so I think this one is a multiple location type of quest, so we may well not finish it.
Come with us, Noct.
Welcome.
Is there anything in here? Anak antlers. We've already bought all of that.
Thank you kindly. Thank you.
Looks like I'm gonna need some dragons thing when we.
Is that it over there?
I believe so. I don't see any problems. Let's find the next one.
Yeah, so you're sort of going on a tour around and checking different locations. Not a very hard quest at all. Okay.
You ready to rumble, Noct?
In King's Night? Oh yeah, I'm game.
In that case, I'll join you.
Okay, so we'll stay at the caravan here, and we'll be done with this episode. So we've done a lot. Managed to get on top of the Rock of Ravatogh. Everyone's up to level 54.
I swear half your photos are selfies.
Hashtag sorry not sorry.
Oh, Gentiana. Nice shot of the night sky there. We've got our new regalia.
Perfect timing.
In close-ups on the Garchmachera. Pretty good. Okay, so that is going to be it. Hopefully you will look forward, and I look forward to the next episode, in which we're going to be heading up north to the Vesper Pool and really finishing off a bunch of quests around there. So, hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will join me on the next.